gentlemen, the show is about to start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Raider Nation, stand up.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
What it is, Raider Nation. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday, man. I hope all is well with you guys and your loved ones. Welcome to another episode of Raider Sunrise Live with yours truly, Lunatic Raider, right here on Raiders Allegiance. Yes, indeed. As you can see by the thumbnail, we're going to talk about another prospect. Now, I told you since last week, we were looking at prospects that could come along and be there for us in like around the third, fourth, fifth rounds. Today is one of my favorite guys, man. And they don't have him listed as far as going in the first two rounds, but maybe he'll be there when it's time for us to select again in the third or fourth round. We are going to discuss and break down Braden Fisk. Yes, the superhero from the combine, Braden Fisk, tremendous defensive tackle, Florida State. Man, we're gonna dive into it, man. We're gonna look at his combine numbers. We're gonna check out an interview and get a better, in-depth, process of what he has between the ears, as well as check out some of his game film and get the breakdown of the weaknesses, the strengths, his overall review, and his accolades that he comes along with coming out of Michigan. You know what I mean? And not the college Michigan, the state of Michigan. Yes, indeed. Which I think he was at, was it Western Michigan before he transferred to Florida State? But Florida State, he put up numbers. So without further delay, let me dive into the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. The world's most dangerous chat in the building. Salute to every one of y'all, man. Hope all is well. The mod with the most, man. We got NorCal Raider Jesse in the building, man. Salute to you. Hope all is going good for you, man. Mike G in the building, man. Salute to you. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. Who else we got up here? We got Alex Smith in the building, man. Good morning. Navy vet, what it do, man? Top of the morning to you. Hope all is well. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We got Eugene Powell right in the kisser. That's right. That's my guy right there. Salute to you, man. Good to have you here. Yes, indeed. Brian Rodriguez in the building, man. Good morning to you. Top of the morning. Lawrence E is in the building, man. Salute to you, Tops. Yes, indeed. We got Raider Syndicate in the building, man. We got one shot. Oh, we got one shot at this, Lord, please. Please don't let. He said Tom T messed this draft up. Telesco got this, bruh. Telesco got it. We're gonna see if he's the miracle worker. You feel me? We're gonna see if he can work a miracle, man, and grab some guys that we might think that's not gonna be there for us, but you never know. You never know. Yes, indeed. Tom DeLeon in the building, man. Salute to you, man. Thank you for pulling up. Good to have you here. Deseret in the house, man. Salute to you. Tops. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. Yeah, we're gonna see what Telesco got up his sleeve, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know if we're getting Jaden Daniels, but boy, a lot of shit has been going on. We're gonna talk about it. You know, I'm just starting. Oh, you just starting work. Well, man, you have a good day at work, man. Don't let the motherfuckers get you down. You feel me? Go in there with your chin up and your chest out. Let them know you run that shit. Tell them this is a nation takeover. You feel me? Tell them drop and give you 50 on site. Yes, indeed, man. Hey, salute to you, man. You have a good day at work, brother, for real. Let me see who else we got up here. We got Eagle Carrying 207 in the building, man. Salute. Tops to you, man. Thank you for pulling up. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Vanglorious. This is protected by the red. We going that route. We ain't going the X Clan route. This is protected by the silver and black with the key. Sissies. Hey, for real. Hey, shout out to X Clan. But we had to put a little twist to it. Yes, indeed. Jamil Akbar in the building, man. Salute to you. What it do? What it do? Hope all is well. Yes, indeed, man. Who else we got up in here? Ozzy in the building, man. Salute to you. Tops. Yes, indeed, man. We got Raider Ribs. Oh, man, you got a barbecue joint? Fisk is our second round pick. If he's there, bruh. Hey, I hope things. Hey, Fisk is a beast, bruh. He got the motor. He got that dog in him. And I'm just imagining putting him next to Wilkins. Like those two. And if we can get Tyree Wilson up the par, that front four is going to be scary. Almost like a positive pregnancy test to the brides you just met last night. It's gonna be scary. For real, for real. Wild Turkey in the building, man. In the building, man. Salute to you. Alfredo, the boss with the sauce. What it do, man? Tops to you. Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. Let me see who else we got here. Joel E in the building. Salute. We are almost down at the bottom. We're going to jump into this real quick, boy. We about to get into Braden Fisk. Yes, Likai. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to mess up. To pull. I don't know. I hope I got it. I be messing it up every time, don't I? Man, top of the morning to you, man. Thank you for being here, man. That's all that matters is you here, bruh. For real, for real. Let me see who else we got up in here, man. We got Trigger Raider Nation for life in the building. Salute to you. Tops. Let me see. This is draft week, baby. Hey, we only got a few days away. Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. Hey, if you guys aren't doing anything on Thursday, I will be live with some other content creators. I also got invites out to some special guests. Don't know if they're going to make it because it's draft, and you know what I mean? And yeah, I ain't gonna let the cat out the hat, but I'm trying to get some people up on here, man. But Thursday, we will be live at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on Raiders Allegiance, baby. We're going an hour before the draft. We're gonna be live and direct, talking about prospects and any other rumors floating out there. But we're gonna dive into it, man. Don't worry, we're gonna have a good time, man. So if y'all ain't doing nothing, pull on up, man. We're on all platforms from Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, X. You feel me? We out there. So pull up if y'all ain't doing nothing, man. Just while y'all watching the draft, man. Hey, come get a dose of this realness. You feel me? Salute. Phoenix Fix MLB. We need someone behind Spillane only these coverage. Oh, they're going after linebacker, but then you know what I mean. That's they got a game plan. That's why I don't even have to worry about it. Shit, they the GMs and coaches. I ain't never been a GM before. It's a trip how a lot of us think we're GMs and we're not. we never. You know what I mean? We never been a GM. How the fuck we know? You know what I mean? It's funny. I know we got our own ideas and shit as far as what we think we should do, but damn. Some people think the world is flat too, so shit. Just proves that none of us get it right. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody, man. IE 9951 Sanchez. What's the deal, man? Salute. Change my name. Alex S no more. Bruh, you making it hard. Alex S was so simple to go ahead and say. Now I gotta do a zip code and area code. You feel me? It's all good though. Yes, indeed, man. Let me see. Let me make sure I got everybody. Snoops Hernandez in the house, man. Salute to you. Tops. Freight Drive, what it do? What it do, man? Salute to you. Yes, indeed. Let me see. Who else we got in the building? Willie Wayne in the house. Shout out to Willie Wayne, man. Salute to you, brother, for real. Is that about it, man? Because we're going to dive into this content. Ain't going to be a real long show. Because, you know what I mean? I'm doing 3 days straight of the draft. And I'm going to be... Thursday night will be here in Vegas. And then Friday and Saturday night will be in Oakland. So... just to let you know, I got to hit the road Friday morning, but I'll do round one will be Thursday night, and then as soon as I get checked into the room, I'm setting up for rounds 2 and 3 for night 2 Friday night, and then early Saturday morning, I'll get in some of the rounds before I got to head on out to this funeral. But yeah, man, I'm be in Oakland taking care of business, man. But I'll be live. Y'all tune on in. Tune on in for real. Let me see. Make sure I got everything. Alex 951S. Okay, that's better. Alex 951. I can dig that one. My 2 cents, what it do, man? Salute to you. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay. All right. Let's dive into this shit, man. Let's get into it. All right. So as you seen from the thumbnail, we're gonna talk about Braden Fisk. I love this dude. I love his effort, his skill set. He got a couple of knocks on him. You know, they want to knock him for his arm length, you know, short arms. But the dude, he's a beast, though. He's solid as hell. And we're going to dive into this shit, man. Without further ado, man, we're going to head and cover the breakdown of Braden Fisk from Florida State, defensive tackle. Let's start the content now.
Welcome to the Raiders Allegiance Prospect Breakdown. Please subscribe and smash that like button. Fisk attended Michigan City High School in Michigan City, Indiana. He committed to Western Michigan University to play college football. Fisk played at Western Michigan from 2019 to 2022. While there, he started 30 of 45 games and had 148 tackles and 13.5 sacks. After the 2022 season, he entered the transfer portal and transferred to Florida State University. 2018 Western Michigan, redshirted. Played in 2 games as a reserve. 2019 Western Michigan, played in 12 games as a reserve, 24 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and 1 sack. 2020 Western Michigan, started all 6 games with 23 tackles, 5.5 tackles for loss, 2.5 sacks, blocked kick. 2021 Western Michigan, played in all 13 games with 12 starts, 43 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, and 4 sacks. 2022 Western Michigan, second team All-MAC. Started all 12 games, 59 tackles, 12 tackles for loss, 6 sacks, 3 pass breakups, and 2 forced fumbles. 2023, third team Associated Press All-American, second team All-ACC.
Yes, that's his first part. That's the first half of the breakdown. As you can see, this dude, he progressed as he started developing along the way from Western Michigan, working his way to the point of where he transferred to Florida State, but yet leaving Western Michigan the last year he was there with he had 8 tackles for loss with 4 sacks, then comes on over to Florida State and gets 8 sacks. Hey, the dude is a beast, though. Watching this film, as you can see, number 55, double nickel, out there putting punishment out there on them fools. Let's go ahead and dive into part 2 of this, man, and then we'll get to the combine and his interview to get a better in-depth idea of where he is psychologically, football smarts, and what he feels he brings to the game and what he needs to improve on. So without further delay, man, we about to jump into part 2 of the breakdown. Let's get it.
Started 13 games with 43 tackles, 9 tackles for loss, 6 sacks. Defensive tackle with below average mass and length who makes up for it with above average quickness and a constantly revving engine. Fisk uses sudden hands and nimble feet to whip single blocks. Once he finds daylight, he flies to whoever has the ball. He doesn't have the anchor to sit down in muddy gaps, so the scheme will be important for him. Fisk is a hustle rusher who can win quickly or late if opponents don't play with proper hand usage and match his energy. He lacks ideal measurables, but has a chance to become an impact defender. Strengths. Plays with a fully fueled motor as both a run defender and pass rusher. Leaps out of his stance and up the field to attack the pocket. Speedy short strides allow for edge-to-edge rush and twist game potential. Creates decent point-of-attack pop with hip explosion into contact. Punches and plays around blockers in search of his next course of action. Activity level creates challenges for heavy static defenders. Weaknesses. Bigger linemen can stick to him once they get their hands on him. Gets overtaken by hand resets from longer blockers. Solid play strength but gets pushed around by double teams. Needs favorable early rush positioning or ends up on the end of a punch. Thank you for watching. On your way out, please subscribe, like, and knock the hell out of that notification bell. Go Raiders!
And there you have it. That's the breakdown of Braden Fisk. You know it. Defensive tackle, Florida State. I like his motor. I like his tenacity. I like the fact that he plays with it with an edge, with a chip. You know what I mean? And to place him on this team next to Wilkins, and you got Max Crosby and Kuntz and Tyree. Come on, bro. That front four alone is gonna be something nasty if they get their hands on Fisk. But he's not the only one. Like I said, we're going over different talents that's out there that could be in the later, mid rounds. We discussed the ones that could be there at 13. Now I want to move a little further on, because this is the point I'm gonna get to. And this is one thing a lot of people are overlooking. Now, I know the rumors are out there flying around about us potentially moving up to get a Jayden Daniels. Possibly we can do a deal with New England. New England's willing to move back if the price is right. If Jayden gets past Washington, which I think he'd already planted the seed that he's not really too impressed with them. And I don't think any team would waste a high draft pick on a player that's not too sure of playing for that team. Another rumor came out, which it has nothing to do with us, but Drake May is coming out saying that he wouldn't play for Chicago. He wants to play for Vikings. If that's true, it might be just some smoke somebody's putting out there for clickbait, but that's just something I read just to pass it on you guys. But Jayden Daniels, here's the thing. A lot of people say, oh, I don't want to give up a lot of picks to get him. But see, the fact of the matter is, to me, it's a win-win for us. And this is what I mean by a win-win. The rumor is moving up with 3 first-round picks, a second, and maybe a third to get to number 3. If that's the case, to me, that's not a bad thing. And this is what makes me so optimistic about willing to trade up and give up those firsts to get Jayden Daniels. That is considered our guy. You go get him. But not just that. This team, right now, the stars on this team are made up from non-drafteds and 4th and 3rd round picks. Facts. Where do you think Max Crosby came from? Zamir White. What about Spillane? All the star talent on this team are players that were not taken in the 1st, 2nd, and some not even the 3rd round. We talk about majority 4s and undrafteds. So it's like they said, and this is what we tell players. We tell players it doesn't matter when you're drafted, long as you get drafted, long you're here. Same thing you tell the undrafteds. Our head coach wasn't undrafted, and what he ended up doing, becoming a green dot, middle linebacker, Super Bowl winning. Spillane, undrafted. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you get to the NFL. The fact of the matter is you get here. And to be honest with you, we don't have none of our own 1st or 2nd round picks that's sitting here and we're just going Google over. Period. They hit on picks that were 6th, 7th rounders with linemen. We got Parhams and stuff like that. That, come on, they weren't 1st, 2nd round picks. Our lead back is a 4th rounder. You know what I mean? Max Crosby, our star fucking pupil, 4th rounder. So that's what I'm saying. It does not matter where you draft. It matters who you draft. Draft works like that every year. And as deep as this draft is and the run on quarterbacks and wide receivers that we're expecting to happen this draft, a lot of good talent in other positions are going to get pushed down way past where they should have been drafted. Facts. Fisk, come on. Any other time, Fisk shouldn't be no 3rd or 4th round pick, and that's where they're projecting him at. 3rd or 4th round for Fisk. And the dude is not no. He ran a sub 5-second 40 at 300 fucking pounds. 300 pounds. He was, what was it, a 4.7? 4.7 something? Come on, bruh. The way he moves and he does not stop, he commits to chasing down the ball carrier. Like we seen in the highlights, there were games that he faced LSU and Jaden Daniels, chasing Jaden Daniels down. You know what I mean? That you just got to keep the pressure. You know, I'm not worried about if Jaden Daniels we get with these picks, I don't care. Them first round picks, we don't do shit with first round picks anyway. It's kind of like a dude that fumbles bad bitches. You better off getting you a 6 and a 7, bro. Them dime pieces, you fumble those. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of talent in this draft at a lot of different positions that we can always upgrade at. Just because we have somebody already playing that position doesn't mean that if we find someone better that we're not going to bring them in there. The mission is to improve your team at all positions. All positions. You know what I mean? I don't agree with the fact that if we did get Jaden Daniels, that you automatically assume you're going to sit him for a year. But to me, it is wise and smart to go ahead and let them guys battle it out and let the best man take over the team. Let the best man be the quarterback. If it's Aiden O'Connell, Minshew, and Jaden Daniels, you let them compete. Don't automatically, just because of how much somebody's getting paid or where somebody was drafted, tells you we're not playing them. Why are you going to do a disservice to your team? What if that rookie is better than both them other guys? You just going to sit him because he's a rookie? No, you put the best man to give you a better opportunity to win the game is who you ride with, regardless of experience and regardless of contract. And I hate when teams do that, where they automatically slot a player as far as depth chart because of how much they're making or where they were drafted. Oh, since we drafted him number 1 overall, he has to start. Not if he ain't better than the other quarterbacks you got. Oh, just because he's making $40 million a year, we got to start him. Not if he ain't better than that rookie you just drafted. Why would you make your team less productive just because of the numbers? That don't make sense. So I don't believe in benching a rookie, regardless of where he's drafted. Let him compete. Some people got learning curves that are different from others. Some guys catch shit quick. Boom, they'll catch it and run. Like, damn, he caught onto the offense quick. But you gotta let him get the reps and see if he's truly a savant. You know what I mean, at the quarterback position. So that's just my opinion. But yeah, back to Fisk. If he's there, bro, don't reach. But if he's there, but we got options. I told y'all, we got options. We got options. That's the beauty of this shit. If you can't get Jaden Daniels, oh well. Either stay at 13 or trade back. My opinion is if you got like about 5 guys there at 13, at 13, and you got them all ranked and evaluated as even, trade back. You know you're going to get one of them. If you got a handful of guys sitting there and they're equal value, trade back. Get you another second. Then that'll allow us. You get you 2 seconds. Just now you can get you a Fisk. You know what I mean? Now you can go ahead and probably use that first round pick on the offensive lineman. Use the second round pick for a corner or line, whatever you feel is the best value on your board. You go get them. Terrion Arnold in the first round, who knows? Maybe you go offensive Fuaga, and you can get Fuaga where you trade back 3-4 spots from 13. No further back than 20, and still get value. Maybe you use those 2 first-round picks and trade back into the first round, and you get a Michael Penix. Maybe Michael Penix falls to you at your pick in the second round, and you don't have to move up. You can still keep your two tools. The key word of this draft for the Raiders is options. Options. We got options. Bro, it's been a long time since we done had in a situation where we ain't got the top pick. But shit, as deep as this draft is, bruh, it's gonna be pretty much pick of the litter because everybody's gonna go. How many quarterbacks you think are gone in the first 13 picks? Caleb Williams, Drake May, Jayden Daniels, possibly, JJ McCarthy. You see, you see, that's 4. And we're not even mentioning Michael Penix, Bo Nix. Bo Nix might not even get past Denver. Denver's at 12. You possibly could have 6 quarterbacks taken in the first 13 picks. 6. That's half of the picks are all quarterbacks. When was the last time you seen some shit like that? And not just that, you got about a good 3 wide receivers that's going to be gone by then too. So out of the first 13, 6 quarterbacks, 3 wide receivers. That's 9 picks that's on 2 positions. Everything else is getting pushed down. Every lineman, every defensive tackle, your Murphys, your Terrion Arnolds. You know what I mean? Oh my God. Your Fuagas, your come on, bro. And the list just goes on and on, the Mims and shit like this, bro. It just keeps going and going. Like, damn, all this is gonna fall into our lap. Of course, you should trade back with all those names, and one of them is guaranteed to be there 5 picks later, and a team 5 picks behind want to move up. Perfect situation, bro. Perfect situation. Somebody's gonna want our pick, but we know what we might see as what we want, other teams might see something else. Fuck it, move up and grab the player that we weren't gonna take. Help us continue to push players down the path of these rounds. You feel me? Boy, it's a beautiful thing to wear silver and black. I'm telling you, shit. This draft is gonna fall in our lap. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. Watch this draft fall in our lap. I guarantee you, we're gonna see some picks that's there when it's time for us to pick that we're gonna be like, he's still there. Oh yeah, because some teams are gonna be so anxious and so quick to jump the gun to go grab quarterbacks and wide receivers and or even offensive linemen. We know it's deep of offensive linemen in this draft, but Joe Alt ain't like the end all offensive lineman of the draft. I like Fuaga too. Fuaga plays every position on the offensive line, but he rather play tackle, either left or right tackle. He said he wants to play, but he said I could play guard, I could play center. We need that though. We need that because injuries happen. You know what I mean? If you got a player that can play up and down that damn line, oh shit. Oh, that's yeah. We like that. We like that. We like that for real. Shout out to everybody out there, man, for real. Herschel Collins, what it do, man? Salute. You know what? Like I said, if it ain't Jayden Daniels, don't worry about quarterback. A quarterback will fall to you. We're gonna have options. What's the options, Lunatic? I tell you, even if we don't take a quarterback at 13, Michael Penix might get past that. You still got fucking what's his name? Fucking, I know they keep bringing up what's his name too. South Carolina, Rattler. They bring his name up. He could be sufficient though. If you don't reach for him, it's okay to get him if you don't reach. But then again, you think about Jordan Travis. The only reason why Jordan Travis is falling down the charts and would be later on in the towards the mid rounds is only because of an injury. Had nothing to do with production. Couldn't be production if he was one of the guys in the running for the Heisman Trophy. Couldn't be. Till he got hurt. And he's healthy. He's back. He's cleared to go ahead and start camp next month. And next month is just next week, May. He's out the boot and everything. So, and it wasn't no ligaments. He broke his leg. So that could be an idea of grabbing somebody like Jordan Travis, 3rd, 4th round. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm telling you. And I think Michael Penix has got a lot of people kind of nervous because of injury. Now, see, my thing is not necessarily the injury directly that has me cause of concern with Michael Penix, but it's what is his mental from the injury? Because 4 years straight getting hurt, couldn't make it past 6 games at Indiana, bruh. And he said it worked on his psyche. He said he would wait till people left his dorm room and would drop to his knees crying, asking God why. That's mental. That affects you. The same way we seen Carl change when he broke his leg. And I wonder, like, I was like, I knew he was mobile, Michael Penix, that is. I know Michael Penix is mobile, but he doesn't run. Why? Maybe it's in the back of his mind of the injuries. 2 shoulders, 2 ACLs. Was that from the cause of trying to run? And I said it's similar to like being in a car accident. Not every car you get in is going to crash. But you get that one accident, you're going to be suspect of every fucking car you get in from here on out. So Penix is probably, if he got hurt trying to run, he's going to be suspicious of every single situation of him tucking the ball and run, because that's when he got hurt. So he'd rather stay in the pocket and throw the ball. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but can you run when you have to, though? Are you too stubborn where you won't run because you're afraid that the injuries might reoccur again? You know what I mean? So that's my thing, is mental. How is his mental? His mental health with the injuries. Because it bothered him at Indiana. He said it himself. The little article I read about him, he let it be known. He said, I would break down crying once everybody left my dorm room, just praying and asking God why, because he kept getting hurt every fucking year. And his season ended 4 years straight. It's like the Buffalo. If the Buffalo Bills was a person, it was Michael Penix. 4 straight years get gone. Couldn't get past the 6th game. But this draft is going to be fun, like I said. Unless they reach for players, I don't see no need to reach. We know the players' names that we like. We know the players that's productive, whether running back, lineman, defensive lineman, corners, safeties. You know what I mean? We know the names. Watch these cats fall to us. I'm telling you, this is going to be one of the most, and I'm going to say it like this because it can be. This would be one of the most easiest drafts we have ever had, because of how much talent is in it and how much of that talent gets pushed down the line because of the people chasing quarterbacks and wide receivers early. I'm telling you, we're going to get some people that we're going to be like, damn, Chris Ariola, what it do, man? Salute to you. We're going to get some people that we just going to be like, oh, hell no. You know what I mean? They fell. Just imagine Michael Penix there at 44. That's value. That value. Second, if he falls to 44 in the second round, take him. Get your offensive lineman at 13. If you don't trade back, get Fuaga. Then you go in the second round, and if Penix falls to you at 44, you snatch him up. Because we know the teams at the bottom of the first round are not taking quarterbacks because they're at the bottom of the first round for a reason. They already have their quarterback, and they're winning games. 49ers, Kansas City, Buffalo, the list goes on. The playoff teams, they got their quarterbacks. So they're not looking for a quarterback. Not in the first round. Hell no. Hell no. And then when you get into the second round, if there's a run on quarterbacks in the first round and like 6 quarterbacks in the top 13, those teams ain't drafting another quarterback in the second round at the top. But we will. We'll be right. So Michael Penix, I can see him falling. You know what I mean? I know the Vikings got 2 first-round picks. I expect them to trade up. And if the rumors are true, it might be J.J. McCarthy. I can see them going after him. And if New England was saying they're willing to trade back, then quarterback ain't really a necessity to them. They're not tripping off a quarterback. There's a whole lot of other shit they need. They might just wait till next year. They know they're not going to be good this year. They know this. So they will be in the mix for Shador Sanders. You know, who knows? So that's why they might play that game. They might play the tank game next year. You know what I mean? Play the tank game. Accumulate as many draft picks as possible. And go out there and fill out your roster. You're not gonna win now. You're not winning now. You're not even in a win now mode. You know what I mean? So getting a quarterback ain't gonna change that either. Drafting a quarterback number 3 overall. How many years you think it's gonna take for you to build that team for him to even be a contender? What is it gonna take him? 3 years? So a first-round quarterback gets a 4-year contract with a 5th-year option, so he'll be at the end of his damn contract with a team that ain't winning because you still trying to put it together because you're going to hit and miss along the way. You're not going to hit on all your picks. You go along the way. So the more picks you have, the more capable players you'll be able to get that can plug right in and play. Because all of them ain't gonna do shit. If you bat 500 and you got 10 picks, you get 5 starters out of that shit, you look good. You look good. 5 starters out of 10 because you traded back. Oh, you got action. You got action. But the fact of the matter is, you still got to select them in the draft. Oh, you can also, the odds are there. There's still some odds of you not hitting on none of them. Maybe you're 1 or 2. It could still look bad. Or you could look great and hit, not out of 10 picks, you can hit on 7. Now we're talking. You're looking like you have one of them Baltimore Ravens, Ozzie Newsome drafts where it seemed like he was hitting on everything he was touching. Bam, bam, bam. Like, God dang. Ozzie Newsome was building the hell out them Baltimore Ravens. The good stuff, what it do, man? Tops. Nah, I disagree, good stuff. The biggest need ain't quarterback. Why? Because we already got 2. That can, and I ain't saying 2 to lead us into the next 10 years. I'm talking about 2 just to hold it down until we get one. It'd be different if we didn't have no quarterback at all. We just say we didn't have, just say we just had Aiden O'Connell and we still had Hoyer and Garoppolo. Then it's a necessity. Then it's a necessity, bro. Because we know 2 out of 3 is a no-go and 1 out of 3 is still out to lunch. But right now you got multiple guys that can come in there and play. We know what Minshew could do. Look what he did last year. He damn near had that team into the playoffs. But I think a more need is, it don't matter what quarterback you got in there if you ain't got no offensive line. What about the right tackle? We still don't, you know what I mean? We still need that line to even give the quarterback an opportunity to be successful. It don't matter how good the quarterback is if the offensive line is trash. And I'm not saying our line is trash, but with offensive lines, all it takes is one motherfucker not to do his job. One offsides, one holding that calls a big playback. You know what I mean? One misassignment to give up a sack or a strip fumble. It only takes, that's one thing about an offensive line. They got to work as one. They got to move as one. One guy not doing his job on the offensive line, good luck with that shit. That's how injuries happen. Like look, go back to Carr. When Carr broke his leg. Remember how Carr broke his leg? Donald Penn. The first sack he gave up all year long was the sack that broke that motherfucker's leg. All it takes is one guy not to do his job. Like I said, Donald Penn didn't give up no sacks on the whole season until that play. And broke Carr's leg. That's why I said, bro, the offensive line is way more important than the quarterback. Quarterback ain't shit without that line. Hey, Lawrence, that's the same thing I was thinking. If you can't get a good package to move up for Jaden Daniels, and like when pick 13 arrives and you got 5-6 guys there that you got, like, say for instance, say Fuaga, say Mims, Terrion Arnold, just say you got guys like that, Fisk, even though Fisk can go later, but I wouldn't be mad at him trading back and getting them. If you got guys that's still available, why not trade back and still get one of them and accumulate an extra second round pick to be able to address another need of high value because it's a second round pick. You know what I mean? We have options. It's like being single, being rich, being attractive, being self-sufficient. I got options of any kind of woman I want. That's the kind of man, you know what I mean? That kind of man where I ain't got no kids, never been married, handsome, make 7 figures a year. You know what I mean? I got options. I don't have to take the little cum bucket looking broad. You know what I mean? I don't need that. I can get any broad I want. That's the same shit. We the Raiders. We don't need to reach for no quarterback at 13. I can get any position I want. If I want to tackle, there's one there. If I want a corner, there's one there. Hell, if I want to wait and get a running back, there's going to be one there. Wide receiver, there will be one there. I like Brandon Rice. You get him later. You know what I mean? We talked about running backs last week. Who do I cover? Bucky Irvin, Oregon. Bam. Old boy from Michigan. Bam. You got options. You got options. We ain't got shit to worry about, y'all. The only thing we got to worry about is that Telesco makes the right selection. No need to reach. There's too much good talent to reach. You don't have to get a Jamarcus Russell when you got fucking Megatron. we knew Megatron was gonna hit. Hands down. We knew he was gonna hit. That was supposed to be a sure thing Raider too. Because that's exactly the kind of wide receiver that motherfucking Al Davis would have took. Big, fast. Come on, bruh. And we didn't do it. We took a big, slow-ass quarterback that can throw 100,000 yards on his dick. You feel me? But we'll be all right. Okay, let's continue on, y'all. I'm about to get in the Fisk's combine. Yeah, man, we about to get into the combine now. So let's take a look at Brayden Fisk combine, man, his numbers. Hey, for his size, bruh, hey, this dude can move. He can move like a Mickey Ficky for real. Let's go. I'm gonna start it over because I noticed that little text bubble was covering up the 40 time. So we're gonna start it over, y'all. My bad. I'm telling y'all, Brayden Fisk, bruh, to be 300 pounds, bruh, 4.78. He ran a 4. Wait, hold on. Let me give you an idea of this. And this was my concern with Aiden O'Connell. 300 pounds, 4.76. Aiden O'Connell, 4.96. 0.2 seconds slower than a 300-pound defensive tackle. And this is what we want Aiden to run from. That's why I say that offensive line is important. That offensive line is way important than the damn quarterback, bro. And that's hopefully we get Fisk. But what if the Broncos get Fisk? What if Kansas City get Fisk? What if the Chargers get Fisk? Then we got to worry about that motherfucker going after our 210-pound, 6'3" quarterback, Aiden O'Connell, who's 4'9", 640, is not going to escape Fisk's clutches. That's what you got to worry about. There's a difference. And I seen this motherfucker Fisk in his highlight reel chase down a quarterback. And I think what quarterback was it? It was the quarterback from oh shit, who was it? Plumber or some shit like that. I can't remember his name. He chased that motherfucker down from behind, bro. I never seen a big man move that damn fast. 4'7", at 6'5". What is he? 6'5", 300 pounds. My God. All right, we're gonna go ahead and dive in. Shout out to everybody that's watching, man. All 76 of y'all, man. If y'all have not done so, you already know what the routine is. What's the routine, Lunatic? Well, I'll tell you.
You're watching Raiders Sunrise Live with Lunatic Raider. If this is your first time here, please subscribe to the channel and hit that motherfucking like button, you damn son of a...
Yes, indeed. You heard him. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that like, man. Let's get into part 1 of the interview of Braden Fisk. Let's go.
Is there something that personally drives you to be the type of player you are?
Yeah, I mean, in a way, I guess like the style I play the game of the relentless effort. Yeah, I mean, early on in my career, of even just in college football, I mean, I was told by my coach of, you know, you're not going to be the most physically imposing guy. You're not going to be the 6'6" guy with 34, 35-inch arms. And I understood that. And he said, but you have to have an A-plus trait. And my A-plus trait was getting to the ball, being relentless, you know, being the most physical guy in the field. And, you know, that to me was something I had to build on. That had to be my A-plus trait going forward. And, I mean, that's what's been able to get me to this point of just, you know, getting noticed on film. You know, how am I going to get noticed? And for me, it was, you know, if that ball's on the sideline, I'm going to get there. If it's on the opposite sideline, I got to get there. And, you know, it's just something I've kind of, you know, embodied and embraced my whole career, and, you know, kind of turned it into my my identity in a way.
Has teams been brought up in your meetings at night? Oh, listen, you only have short arms, so there's not a lot of short arm defensive linemen that make it in the NFL.
No, 100%.
How do you handle those type of questions?
Well, I mean, for one, somebody's got to be an outlier, but no, but I mean, for me, I mean, it's something I'm constantly going to battle, and I hear it all the time, and I get it. Like, you know, it maybe is a problem in some teams, but it hasn't been a problem up to this point.
Right.
I mean, they going into the Senior Bowl, say, oh, all these guys are going to have long arms. Well, all right, well, they didn't get off the ball on me, so I mean, at some point, sure, maybe it'll be an issue, but that's why I got to be the best technique guy. I mean, I have to beat you to your chest. I mean, in double teams, you know, I'm going to beat you to the point of attack. That's just the way I have to play the game, and I mean, it's something that's got to be constantly worked on, right?
Yeah, man, that Fisk dude, like he said, they said he's not going to be the most imposing, so he knows what he had to do to add to his arsenal is sideline to sideline. He get there quick, and boy, I would hate to get hit by that motherfucker at full steam. 300 pounds, 4.7, 640, and this dude is just coming full steam. I don't know what they've been feeding that boy as a kid, but whatever they fed him, that shit got steroids in it. Nah, allegedly. Not even allegedly. I'm just cracking jokes. He ain't on that shit. He ain't on the juice. He ain't on the juice, man. He just one of them big old corn-fed motherfuckers, boy. But I would love to have him in silver and black and put him right next to Wilkins. Can you imagine that? I keep visualizing like, damn, to have these two dudes. We go from a team that our defensive tackles couldn't apply no pressure. None at all. We have to always constantly rely on Max Crosby. We go out in free agency, and you go get Wilkins from the Dolphins. All right, boom, check one. Now we got our DT. Now we re-signed a couple of other guys of our own that was Butler and them that were free agents. But are they there for depth? Or can one of them win the starting spot next to Wilkins? But if you go into the draft and you grab somebody like Murphy, You know what I mean? Old drunken driving ass Sweat. Old motherfucking Fisk. You grab somebody like that, and then you already got Max. You went and got Max some help by getting Wilkins. You go in the draft and you get somebody like Fisk. You got the development of Tyree Wilson in the mix already under the wings of Wilkins and Max. But hold on, it gets even better. Not only is Tyree being developed and helped along by Max Crosby, if we got Fisk, guess who else they get to help develop? Oh, Fisk. So you can possibly have two youngsters within 2 years of their first ever entrance to the NFL and be developed by two of the best at either DT or defensive end with Wilkins and Crosby. I promise you, if some way, somehow, Fisk falls into our lap and Telesco pulls the trigger, Patrick Mahomes will never be the same when he hits the field against us. I promise you. He will never be the same. Because if we can just get pressured by the front four and drop back 7. So, yes, Ozzie, you was correct with linebacker that is good at coverage, because if we can only get pressure, if we only need pressure by the front 4, we're going to need linebackers that can cover if we drop them back with the secondary. That means we got 7 motherfuckers out there against a passing type offense like Kansas City. He ain't going to run. We're going to have him run. Look, Mahomes ain't fast at all. Fisk could be on his ass too. What was Mahomes, a 4.6? Let me see what Patrick Mahomes' 40 was. Fisk could be on his ass too. What was Patrick Mahomes' 40 time? Look, Patrick Mahomes runs a 4.840. Fisk is faster than him. Shut up, bitch. Fisk is faster than Mahomes by 0.04 seconds. Mahomes is shit himself. I hope Mahomes got a diaper when he fucks with us. He better have a diaper on, because we got 4 pit bulls on your ass. We got a pit bull on your ass, and there's no cars or trees to climb up on. You on flat ground, downhill, with 4 pits on your ass. Mahomes, and that's exactly, and that's the fact. In order for the Raiders to win the division, you must slay the dragon. Well, guess what? If we get Fisk, we can add it more to our arsenal. Boy, I tell you, and not just Mahomes, we got to worry about any other team. You feel like you're a contender? Yeah. We can be okay with whatever quarterbacks we have on the team right now with a defense like that. And I know you'll go get another corner. You can get a Fisk and get a corner that can come in and bam. Who ready to play? Who's ready to play with fire? You feel me? And get their ass burned. Let's go. All right, let me get into the second part of this interview so you can get a better idea of where Braden Fisk stands as far as how his approach to the game is, man. I'm every time I hear this shit and I just get to breaking this shit down, bro. I just like dude. He's a Max Cry. He's a Raider. Fuaga, the offensive lineman. Oh, he's a Raider too. You know how many and what did AP say? There's about 5 players in this draft that's Raiders. I bet you Fisk and Fuaga is 2 of them. I bet you there are 2 of them right there. Let's go, man. Let's finish this off, man. Part 2 of the interview with Braden Fisk. Let's go.
I always forget his name, Rick. The Pitt first-round pick last year.
Yeah, Kalijah Kancey. I mean, he's having a lot of success. And
it turns out he's a trailblazer, so you don't have to be the outlier.
The biggest mistake is don't forget what you see on tape.
Exactly, that's right.
Because that's where you end up.
And it's great because, I hear from a lot of the scouting side of things, but when I talk to coaches, position coaches, like, man, we don't care. Like, you're a ball player.
Yeah.
You go out there, you play the ball the right way, like, you're going to have success. And that, that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me motivated because, I see the potential that I can, make an impact. And I just see how much more room my game has to grow, especially learning from guys at the top level and top coaches. And to me, it feels like the sky's the limit. I'm super excited to get at it.
And we had so much fun watching you and talking about you in the fall because it was a surprise. I would imagine you probably went up against some guys who didn't know who you were, and then by the middle of the second quarter, like, all right, we got to pay attention.
Great, yeah, I better go pack a lunch because this shit's going to get real here for the rest of the game.
Oh, we got Rick Curson. That's how excited he is about the way you're playing. Let me ask you a few questions. We'll let you out of here. Who is your football GOAT?
Ooh, football GOAT. I grew up a big Colts fan growing up. I'm a big Dwight Freeney fan. I mean, like, that spin move was huge for me growing up. I mean, do I have it in my game? No, but I'll let him.
Still love it.
I'll let him take care of that. But yeah, just the way he played. I mean, I fell in love with those Colts defenses growing up with him and Robert Mathis playing across from each other, and like Bob Sanders in the back end.
Yeah, so he got good idols that he appreciates that play the position, man. That old Indianapolis team, they had a defense for that ass too. But I want to take a minute. I just seen on Instagram one of our own there's a family that lost their daughter. And her name was Autumn Wind Rogers. She passed away at a very, very young age. So I just want to do a moment of silence for that. The nation rides with you. Our heartfelt condolences to you and your family. And I hope you guys just have the strength to carry on and support each other during this awful time. Man, I hate to hear that. So yeah, let me just have a moment of silence for Autumn Wind. And that's a dope name too. Autumn Wind Rogers. One Nation. Yes, indeed, y'all. So yeah, that's it from Braden Fisk. I like this dude, man. Hey, we're getting close to the draft, you guys. Shout out to everybody that's out there watching, man. Please subscribe, hit that like, man, for real. To those that's watching on Instagram, hey, salute our brother out there, man, who lost their youngin', man, Raiderette, Autumn Wind Rogers. Yes, indeed, man. We got each other's back, man. We do this. You feel me? So with that being said, man, hey, great show. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let me see one more time before I get up out of here. You know what I mean? See how everybody doing, man. We getting close, bruh. We getting close. Yes, indeed, man. That's what it's about, man, for us to have each other's back in times like this. See, I understand that situation because I lost my daughter a year before I had my son. We lost her after 5 months. So I understand that stuff, bro. And especially that was like our first, you know what I mean? And it will be, damn, she would have been going on in August, she would have been 16. So yeah, our hearts is with y'all, man. Like I say, we're one nation. We got each other. We hold each other down. That's the difference between us and the rest of them. We ain't the same. We different. We different for real. Hey, salute to y'all, man. Let me see everybody out there, man. I salute to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Yes, indeed. There's a whole lot of talent out there, man. I can't wait till Thursday get here. Once again, if y'all want to pull up Thursday, I will be going live at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on Raiders Allegiance. It'll be on Dirty Raiders channel as well. I will be having some guests, so stay tuned. We'll also be live on Friday and Saturday morning as well. So just stay tuned. Everything's ready to rock and roll, man. Hit that notification bell too, so you'll be notified when I go live. But yes, indeed, we're rocking and rolling, baby. It's the Raiders' time to grab these new assets to make us a contender once again, man. Salute to y'all, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a blessed Monday. Be safe out there, man. Make it back home to your loved ones, man. And make sure you tell your close ones you love them, because you never know. When our time comes, our time will come. You feel me? So with that being said, man, I'm Lunatic Raider. This is and has been Raider Sunrise Live, man, right here on Raiders Allegiance. Once again, please subscribe, hit that like, hit that notification bell as well, man. I'm out this bitch.